Morning educators, this is Debbie Ian from Teacher Success Coach. How are you this morning? What are you grateful for? Well, the basic things we need to be grateful for, like getting up in the morning and seeing the beauty of nature and seeing the beauty of the world. That's a lot to be grateful for. Some people have not got up this morning. Educators, you need to remember you're making a difference in spite of the challenges, because you are encouraging one student, you're empowering one student. Also remember, you cannot save all your students. I think the challenge we have as educators, we feel that we could save every student that comes through our path. It is unrealistic, and it's also putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You cannot save every student. If you save half your class, you're doing a fantastic job. If you save one student, you're still doing a fantastic job. You also have to remember that you're constantly making an impact on young people's lives. Whether or not it's like saying to them, well done, you've done a good job. That's sometimes all a student need to hear, that you are believing in them and you feel that what they're doing is good enough. Because at this time, students are looking upon us for support. And all we can remind them of that they're doing a good job in the midst of everything else. Because it's tough. And educators, you also need to give yourself some grace. You are doing a good job in spite of the challenges and in spite of the anxiety that you're facing and the high stress level. You are doing a good job and you are good enough. You cannot learn everything in the short period of time that we have. Because when you were training, there is no way you have learned everything. In order to teach it, it was a journey, and you learn as you go along. This is the same situation that is happening right now. You are learning as you go along. You need to embrace that. You need to appreciate that. And you need to stop thinking that you've been teaching for such a long time, and as a result of that, you should be further away, or you should be better at what you're doing now. No, you're not, because this is new to you as everybody else. So give yourself some grace and appreciate where you're at. Stop trying to do the impossible. You cannot teach everything. And the online platform, even in the physical classroom, it is challenging. You need to embrace where you are and just take it one step at a time. One step at a time, you're going to get there. The students are okay. They're okay. They're going to get there. I feel the most important thing you need to do with your student is check in with them in relationship to their emotional and psychological and mental well-being. That is the most important factor of anything else. I understand that you feel that you need to cover the academic areas, the intellectual factors, but right now the most important thing is you and your student mental and emotional well-being. So that's what you need to tap into. You need to tap into how you're feeling. What's the feeling that is coming to you? How does your student feel? And how you could actually navigate those feelings. Sometimes it's a matter of encouraging your student to keep a journal, to write the feelings and the emotion down in a journal, which would help them to release the feeling that they've got. Because this is a challenging and trying time. Academic, yes, need to be addressed, but it's not the main factor. The main factor is ensuring that your students' emotional and psychological well-being is intact, and you are doing all you can to ensure that your emotional, psychological well-being is also intact. And sometimes, as I said, it's a matter of just tapping into what the feeling is and dealing with whatever feeling it is. It's like sometimes for my students, the disruption, the noise, the chatter, it's not that they're disruptive students. It's because what is going on in the mind, and then sometimes you just have to allow them to release it. And what I do in order to enable my students to release it is, sometimes we just dance. A few days ago they came in and I realized they were very, very disruptive. So I said to them, okay, put on the music, and which I then put on because I didn't want them to put it on the phone. I then put on some music, and we just dance. Change the energy. And in the process of doing that, the headmaster came in and he said, "Oh, you guys are having a party. It seems as if it's almost end of term." Yes, the student have a lot of energy and I needed to release it because that is also supporting the mental and emotional well-being. And after we've done that, it was just 5-7 minutes. They were good, and my lesson was on the way. And we have done quite a lot in that session, and they've learned quite a lot. So there's sometimes a matter of checking in with that feeling and seeing where they're at. Remember, the feeling is not you, it is the feeling. So instead of saying, "I am stressed," no, not you are stressed. I am feeling stress. Those are the feeling. You need to separate the feeling from the I am. Anyway, educators, do not forget the reason why you got into that job, because you had a passion and a purpose and you feel that you could make a difference. You are still making a difference, but in a different way. Take care, have a fantastic day and stay blessed. Remember your purpose, your passion, and remember you're changing lives.